Hey people, welcome to another edition of Let's Talk About It. I'm Short Trini, and on today's episode, we're going to talk about gender discrimination in the workplace, especially when it applies to Black, Brown, and Latinas. So without any further ado, let's talk about it. Hey people, welcome to Let's Talk About It. I'm Short Trini, and today we're going to talk about gender discrimination, most particularly among Black, Brown, and Latina women in positions of power in the workforce. What made me want to do this was an incident that occurred between New York Democratic Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Florida Republican Representative Ted Yoho. Now, they were voting on a resolution, a law, and in the middle of the vote, Yoho had already voted, and Miss Cortez was walking up to take her turn at vote. And it was right then that the Republican representative confronted her. And he says to her, and I quote, he says, "Your recent comments on poverty and policing were disgusting." And he said that she was out of her mind. Let that sink in for a second. He said that she was out of her mind. Her policies were disgusting, and she was out of her mind. Ocasio then responded, "You're being rude." Then, you're going to love this. As he was walking away, as Yoho was walking away, he called her an FNB. Can you believe that? An FNB. Now my question is, a couple of questions. Number one, had that been a man, would he have said the same thing? Number two, had she not been a woman of color, would he have said the same thing? In other words, had she been a white woman, would he have said the same thing? Now, after that happened, Yoho took to the floor on Wednesday morning because the incident happened on Tuesday. So he took the floor the following day, which was Wednesday, to explain himself. And he insisted that the derogatory words that were attributed to him by the press were never spoken. But yet, they have him on tape saying it. And that he apologized that she had heard it that way. Now, quite frankly, and Ms. Ocasio agreed, that's not an apology, okay? In turn, Ms. Ocasio-Cortez took to the floor on Thursday and to affirm the version of events that the Hill reported, that Capitol Hill reported, and to call him out, Mr. Yoho out, for his behavior and for his attempt to use his wife and daughters as a shield. He also said that because he has a wife and daughters, he wouldn't use that language. That language to him was uncalled for. So Miss Ocasio is saying, you're using your daughter and your wife as a shield, which is baffling to me. I was looking at some statistics, and it seems that this is not a rare occurrence. In 2014, a study was done, and the results were interesting. 69% of blacks and 57% of Hispanics have said that they were discriminated against, and these were women. Let me read that to you again. 69% of black women and 57% of Latina women were discriminated in some way. This study was done by the CNN Kaiser Family Foundation. This baffles me. I'm embarrassed as a man that we haven't made any progress. With all the improvements that we've made so far, with Black Lives Matter and the taking down of monuments, monuments that show segregation, that display segregation and bigotry, that certain women, black, brown, and Latino women, are still treated in this way simply because they're in some position of power. What do you think? What are your views? What are the solutions? Have you ever been discriminated against in that way? And if you have, personally, I don't want to know the actual incident, but if you feel like it, you can comment below and let me know, yes, I have, and no, I haven't. You don't have to go into detail about what happened, because, that's your business. But I'd like to know, have you ever been discriminated against because you're a woman? Okay? Now, if you like this channel, if you like the content, please tell your friends, like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you on the next go around, okay? Until then, let's talk about it. Peace.